RealAgriculture.com's coverage of Agritechnica 2023 in Hanover, Germany is brought to you by Optimum Glide, a new canola trait technology from Corteva Agriscience. Sean Haney here with Real Agriculture. We're at Agritechnica 2023 in Hanover, Germany, brought to you by Optimum Glide, a new canola trait technology from Corteva Agriscience. And look who we found. An old friend. It is Tom Wolf, Sprayers101 and Agrimetrics. Tom, you enjoying Agritechnica?
Yeah, it's been good. It's been a blast, really. It's always fun to be here.
Yeah, this is like Christmas for you. Getting to walk around, see all the different sprayer manufacturers. Of course, we got Horsch behind us. They've been getting a lot of attention with the leaf sprayer. Talking to all the different nozzle companies. What are some of the things that have stuck out to you from this year's Agritechnica?
You know, the year-to-year change isn't really that big. You know, we got to be looking at the long-term trends here. And the long-term trends are that the Europeans are really having a close look at pulse width modulation. They are building larger sprayers that are suitable for Canada, and they're looking at the export market to Canada, I guess. We're looking at, I guess, still a very heavy emphasis on government regulations, really driving innovation, saying you can do this, but you can't do that, and sprayers are built accordingly. So that's kind of what the key difference is, but I don't see a groundbreaking new sprayer here.
Yeah, it does. You mentioned the size. You do notice that. You'll walk up to a very large sprayer. Yesterday we were at, I can't remember, it's a French company, Bertude?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, they don't export to North America. Star was another one. Huge sprayer. Don't export to North America. And they're Brazilian. But they got these massive sprayers. There is a lot of potential for other manufacturers that we're not even familiar with in North America to maybe enter the market.
It's a really interesting situation. You know, Germany has been subsidizing sprayers that meet their standards to some high degree for the last several years, and it's really supported the manufacturing sector here to build these larger and more, environmentally sound sprayers with, all kinds of closed transfer systems and recirculating booms and that kind of thing. Those subsidies are going to end. They're coming to an end, for Germany at least, in 2024, which means that capacity that has been built to support that sales volume may need to go elsewhere. So we're thinking maybe we'll see even more of these. In fact, I spoke to Kverneland, a Dutch sprayer manufacturer, known for their plows actually, but they also make 2,000 sprayers a year, and they are looking at coming to Canada.
New competition, and competition's good. It actually spurs innovation.
Absolutely. I think that's really what's been missing. We have a lot of brand loyalty in North America, but it's not necessarily driven by innovation. So I think we can benefit from that as a whole, and hopefully prices will also come down a little bit.
What about on the tech side? Seek and Spray, See and Spray, however you want to put that. There's a lot of booths that say, well, we have a camera and spot spraying, and there's a lot of that. It's hard for me. It's hard to sort of get through some of the noise and try to figure out who's real and who's kind of not. What stood out to you in that area?
Yeah, it's become commoditized in the last 4 years, really. Last time I was here in 2019, I found 7 artificial intelligence people that were working with sprayers, and some of them were undercover. They weren't even exhibiting. And now everybody's got AI of some sort or other. I went to one of the faraway pavilions where they have universities, and they have university exhibitions of students and so forth. Well, everybody's doing AI, absolutely everybody. I went to one, they were using a vacuum to suck slugs off lettuce using AI. The sky's the limit for what you can do with this thing. Right. Horsch behind us here is doing AI. They've been doing it for 4 years, and it doesn't seem to be a real big obstacle to overcome. I thought, are you engaging highly expensive specialists here? Are you subbing out the stuff? And they said the algorithms are actually available on the internet. Yeah. So maybe it's training. Training is the expensive part. And there's the other thing, like we're maybe in a euphoric stage of spot spraying. Everybody's got it on their product, but are they actually delivering an accuracy and a reliability and a cost that is actually going to have resonance in the marketplace? We don't even know that yet. So there should be a little bit of skepticism about this whole development. Yeah.
Well, and also regulatory bodies updating labels. That's one of the other barriers, I would imagine, when it comes to that technology.
Absolutely. Look at Germany again. They're known for being really highly regulated, and so they're currently grappling with the issue of how does a spot sprayer drift compared to a broadcast sprayer, and how do we calculate buffer zones for such a sprayer, and how do we calculate all of these environmental impacts when we don't really know what proportion of the field they're treating. We did a little thing with Carl DeConnick-Smith a few weeks ago on the agronomist, and he said the outside rounds actually are the ones where he uses up the most liquid on his spot sprayer. He has a weeded system in Rosetown, and he says, you may use maybe up to half of your total volume of the field on the 2 outside rounds, and then because of the population is there. So how do you assess that for drift risk? You really can't, and so they're grappling with it.
Okay, the other one that stood out to me, we spent some time yesterday with DGI Agriculture looking at drones. There's a number of different Chinese drone manufacturers that are here. Where does that fit into spraying now and in the future?
So I view it from 2 different perspectives. It's been quite useful in Asia, where this pesticide application has been largely handheld at high risk to the operator. They're walking through their fields and they're walking perhaps on steep slopes, terrace slopes, and those kinds of things. It's hard labor, and the drone has been a real boon to them, being able to automate that and reduce the risk to themselves. So it's been good for them. In North America and Europe and elsewhere in the world, we've been using boom sprayers, and we've really had a relatively safe application environment, and we have had good distribution of the spray quality and so on and so forth. For us, the drone has become a challenge because we can't really achieve the same uniformity and the same capacity and the same standardized quality that we've come to expect. So a step forward for Asia, possibly a step backwards for the rest of us. Yet there's still enthusiasm. I mean, they do have a place. Are they going to be a spot sprayer, so to speak, a niche sprayer? Possibly. Will they be a broadcast sprayer? I think it's too soon to tell.
Yeah, it could be the DGI. I think it was a 40 kilo load on their large drone they debuted here. Maybe that's working in tandem with a larger sprayer. I don't know. It seems like there's stuff to still be worked out.
We'll see. Yeah, for us, it's the quality of the deposition that is the issue for us. We want to have uniformity. That's a fundamental building block. If you have some region of the spray swath that is underdosing by, say, up to 50%, you have coefficients of variation of 50%, which is unacceptable, really, in a boom spray world. But we do see it from time to time in the drone world, and we rarely get better than a CV of, say, 25%. That's really challenging to get better than that. When you're underdosing by, say, 50% in one place in the swath, you have to up your rate to get the control that you've come to expect. And, of course, that's wasteful. And so, we'll see how that goes. Again, all these technological cycles have a euphoric phase. We're in a lot of those right now.
Well, Tom, thanks so much for joining us. Enjoy the rest of Agritechnica. I appreciate you taking some time for us. All the best to you.
Thank you, Sean. Great to be with you.